Okay. Everyone else can just fucking listen while they're getting their shit. It's fine. Okay, so gentlemen, tonight we are hoping to wrap up our operations here in Alaskavitz. This is the fourth phase of Operation
User
Blackout.
joined your channel.
About a half an hour ago, we received actual intelligence that FOB Marco is being overrun. We believe at this time that the FOB has been overrun, and the area is currently under the control of the Leskovitz separatists. We know that the attack came in primarily from the south, so we do believe that they are probably
User
holding
in your channel
Sheephole as
timed out.
well as a part of their defense of that area. Your primary objective tonight is to relieve or to eliminate, relieve FOB Marco should there still be Blue 4 in the area. If there are not, your job is to retake it and murder all the fucking dudes who are in it. Secondarily, should the mission window allow, you will be moving on Objective Kansas to clear out what we believe is the last separatist-held town in the province here. As for tactical brief, I'll give it over to Walrus.
Word. Alright, so
User joined
we're
your
going in
channel.
LZ Rattlesnake. We're gonna fucking double time it east. The idea is, if they're still assaulting, we'll be able to cut off reinforcements that are assisting the first wave. If they've already finished assaulting, then we're coming in from an angle in which they think they've secured. Right? They assaulted from the south. All of a sudden, they're getting assaulted from the south. You know, tricking that AI. That's exactly how it works. Don't worry about it. Oh, we're all gonna fucking hold points, right? Platoon movement set up across the road. Saber 1 and 3. Saber 2 is gonna cover the majority of the forest. I know it's a big, wide sector,
User
but
joined your
I trust
channel.
you. We're gonna move up 1 and 3, encircle the first half of the city. 2 moves into the fucking city, sweeps the south side. Once they're done
User
that south
joined your
side, they're
channel.
gonna just hold those southern, east, and southwestern roads and make sure no baddies come and support the motherfuckers that we're fucking up. Sabres 1 and 3 continue the sweep northwards, deal with all the bad guys who are still there. We know that this southern area is going to be populated by bad guys. Arrowing's going to do a quick flyby with a couple of fancy fucking firecrackers and clean it up for us. So we're hoping to reduce some of the resistance at
User joined your channel.
obviously those guys will be reinforced. And we're not going to fucking permanently destroy all of them, but it's going to help us get in and start our assault. Excuse me. Sorry, one sec. Saber 2, feel free if you have to pack a little heavier than normal. Set yourselves up with some stronger punching shit. I would not be surprised at all if something heavier rolled up those roads on us. Aside from that, once we're done there, I'm going to be working on this whole Kansas attack plan if we have time for it. We'll brief in field before we go step off. It's not going to be blank like it is now.
Anything else for Sergeant Walrus?
Sorry, just fucking old coughing. Nah, that's all right. That's all I got.
Copy that, Major Archie.
Burn. So, as per Walrus, we'll have a couple of extra hot firecrackers coming inbound. As per a reconnaissance mission run previous to this, we have a general idea of enemy locations. So we'll be attempting to cluster bomb the areas just to the south and to the northwest of the FOB in an effort
User
to clear the
joined your
area
channel.
out for us to
mission.
more safely infill you gentlemen.
Here.
From there... From there, we'll move on. You guys will be infilled via Chinook, at which point we'll move back and start getting some CAS SFs more airborne from
User
the
joined
rotary
your
side.
channel.
Possibility of gunfighter tonight, as well as dust-off capable birds in the area, as always. So don't be afraid to call if you get shot.
All right, any other considerations from first line leads that we need to hear before we step off?
Are we worried about any civilians in the wooded areas, just in case them trying to exit the combat area?
Civilian presence is always likely, so keep your eyes open, but we do not expect there to be civilians there at this time. Any other questions?
Question from S1. Are we holding to the direct west of Saber 2's sweep through the south end of FOB Marco, or are we moving into the southwest corner of our checkpoint and staying there until they clear through?
Now we're going to encircle that lower southern half there where 2 goes into. So you are going to move together as a platoon. We will start our assault. You will have to go past where Saber 2 is. So if you can briefly provide support, but you are to move into your sectors when available and clear them. And Saber 2 will move past. I understand that will leave some bad guys behind you. You obviously call the audible on that. If you think it's not going to be safe to move ahead until Saber 2 catches up, that's going to be up to you. But I think those first little sections, pretty small looking farmhouses, I personally don't believe there's going to be a whole butt ton of dudes in that small area that will cause you to need to hold.
And just be advised for mission clarity, the FOB is actually north of Sheeple. I don't know why the marker is where it is. But we do believe that Sheeple is probably held at this time.
That's good to know.
Don't know why the... Okay. Yes.
It's fine, we can leave private.
Sweet. Any other questions?
Is there going to be any allied forces in the area? Or are they all kaput?
No, they're all dead.
There may be remnants in the woods, so watch your PID, but it's very likely that most of them are dead. All right, it is now 1846. You're going to need to get your jumps on. So you are that. I want to see that Chinook, or those 2 Chinooks taken off by 1900. Break and get ready.
User joined your channel.
Alright. You said jump, aren't we landing?
Oh, are you guys landing, or was it a jump? Somebody told me it was a jump. I'm sorry.
I see
landing.
LZ.
Landing.
we're landing.
Okay, copy that. Landing.
Is the fob itself occupied by enemy forces?
Yeah.
As you look at the map,
Last intel, it was under assault, and then we lost radio contact. So I would make the assumption that it is.
Okay,
Those are the
so
CPU
it's reasonable
arrows that
to
lead those
assume that enemy forces that were in the forest when I flew over them are no longer in the forest.
where the white arrow is, that's
It's possible they may have scouts and patrols out there, but I would imagine there are also enemy forces at this time in.
that makes sense.
User left your channel.
Affirmative.
They'll take one.
Don't see the white arrows.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on on the white arrow.
We need the southern one. The southern one is like the most important one.
Aw, man. My
Shadow.
long range isn't compatible with my NVGs.
Cactus, you should be on 100.2.
User disconnected from your channel.
We can't drop any ordnance on the fob. Ordnance on the fob. And the commander's intent was specifically a cluster bomb to the south in between LZ Rattlesnake and Fob Marco. Clear out any infantry so we can have a clear path to Fob Marco.
Marco, yeah, that one.
Hey, Saber 3, once you guys are ready,
Side chat.
run a little bit to the
Zoomy.
northeast, I'll be waiting.
Get yourself a radio if you don't already. Neat. All right.
You see the forest in
6-9.
between LZ Rattlesnake and Marco?
You guys got me on 100.
That's her.
Stars and
You guys make
6,
that
chicken
happen?
in 6-9.
Yeah. So both of them still?
Yes.
Shadow, can you pass me your kit so I can
On
save it?
100.
Alright then.
Yeah, 1 sec, bro.
Righteous.
Oh, the wrong kit. God damn it.
Make sure you got at least one AT. Looks
Yeah,
like
the
you
intel
got
said no
one,
enemies
sure.
to the north, all to the south. Okay. Hey, Coco.
Did I forget my sunklet? No, I got my sunklet.
Yes.
Yeah, so,
Oh, my stomach.
squad leader...
Saber has the least amount of people.
Will be on 300. Team 1...
Oh no, I was going pee during the briefing and I do something else.
As for who's on Team 2 and who's on Team 1, I don't know. I usually lead Team 2. Dragon's usually in charge of Team 1.
say like Saber 1?
User was moved to your channel.
Yay.
Wow, Jacob.
Why the fuck?
Alright, radio frequencies that I need to be monitoring.
Nothing, Bobby.
I can't listen or hear anything that's going on.
User left your channel.
We will not listen because we couldn't hear them anyway. We'll not be able to hear them anyway.
We're waiting for more.
302 radio check.
I'll
What
set up some stuff, Bobby. Just one sec.
I'll run with your group today.
Yeah.
ET4. I don't have any room in my
If
kit
you
to put it on,
want,
but
carry some extra medical supplies since I know that you're medically, whatever, fucking certified, and maybe you can help out.
Oh boy.
Kiyoshi.
So Dragon.
Oh, Craig.
For future reference,
So
Toodles, follow me.
that scope is called M85.
Yeah,
just
wrong kid
carry a
on.
couple
1A
extra
with an
things.
A and EPS.
Boyle.
That thing is
Boyle's gonna be
obnoxious.
running CLS.
Bigger than your gun.
Yeah,
I don't know.
If you
What's
need
up?
extra help or
Yo.
anything.
Look at us with our new
Could you
gun.
please move Private Brad down to the deployment? For some reason, when I try to move people now, I have to give a password.
Oh, really? Okay,
here.
yeah.
He's here.
Brad. Okay.
He's
Thank you.
New recruit, just
If you
joined
need
us
any
tonight.
extra supplies or anything,
Yeah.
have Miami.
Thank you, Throw.
He's in set. He's in the channel, Dragon.
Shadow gotcha.
He should be here.
Who was that? Panda Chop?
Yo.
What's up, bud?
Coco, you running with us?
which has radio channel?
Alright, Toodles and Panda Chop, you have to grab NVGs. I don't carry them by default usually. Nope, too
I am
lazy.
7. You are 7.
Just let you
Romeo.
know I suck with AT, but we would definitely.
User was
don't
moved to
have
your channel.
You can monitor it if you want.
God, this
but
spam
I was
protection
just in
shit
the
is
arsenal.
retarded.
When I got the
Toodles,
right
you
one,
ready
it's
to
been a
go?
while since I put
Follow
them
me.
back. So.
2006, chicken in on 6 9.
Yeah, I
Hey,
just got
can
out of
you
the
guys
arsenal
still
to adjust.
Yeah.
Remember that much? Radio check.
I don't need it. Look at this guy. Hey, Rand, you called for me while I was in the arsenal. What up?
User disconnected from your channel.
It's like we taking those 2 chin hooks. We'll do same as last week.
It was
1,
weird.
2,
I
and
was
3
hearing a bunch
command.
of TS spam warnings, but I
right
could still
and
hear
left.
everything.
Yeah, I got the same thing going on. Keep saying error every like 5 minutes. Or 5 seconds, not minutes.
Yeah, disable your
Error.
T-far, then
Error.
restart, and then re-enable it, and restart your TeamSpeak.
Rock.
Yo. What's up?
Hey, Throck, you there?
Yeah, what's up? Can you not hear me?
Hey. Now I can. I didn't hear you for the song before.
I did, like 3 times. It's fucking weird. Okay.
Just so
There's a lot of stuff to see.
we'll deal with it tonight. But Ghost is running around in M81. We're doing a night vision against people with green camo.
If they're falling in with the Sabres, you can ask them to, like, wear the same uniform as your Sabres for PID. That's not unreasonable.
Don't know if they've thought far enough ahead. I don't really want to delay everything by waiting for them to switch over.
Okay.
For future reference, remind me to bring that up in the AR.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Alright,
What's
can you
up?
give me ZEUS capabilities?
Who's me? I'm sorry. My head's in the map.
Bobby.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I can't see him.
All right, because you're hanging out with us tonight.
Yes, I am. I'm part of mission team officially now, correct?
Are you?
Yeah, I believe we made that switch.
Oh,
Nobody's
okay.
Taking team leader spot, all that stuff. So I'm with
Okay.
you guys. I just need to be trained.
Yeah. So we can talk through it tonight. You should now have ZEUS.
Okay.
Let me know if it works. You may need to respawn.
It works. I'm in it.
Okay, cool. Are you running Achilles?
I doesn't
What
have
was
Zeus.
that?
Wait, I'm gonna give you Zeus.
I gave him ZEUS. It's done.
Respawn, Bobby. No need to respawn.
I already gave him ZEUS, dude. Jesus Christ. Can you guys
give
hear
him
me?
Zeus?
Yes.
Yeah.
He can't. If he can't access, you need to respawn. Then you give him again.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
know.
I'm in it right now.
Okay, so let's go on Whisper here real quick.
Okay.
User left
And
your
Shadow,
channel.
stay here.
User joined your channel.
Shadow, Mike, stay here. Okay. So Bobby's going to be helping us and learning how to do mission stuff.
Sorry.
Make sure everybody's on Whisper so they don't hear us as we talk. So the first thing, let's take a look at the AO they're going into. Right now, what you'll see is their two objectives are green. Like the one
User
to the
left your
south,
channel.
Kansas, is currently under dynamic simulation, which means that it's not going to activate until dudes get close to it. The top one is not under dynamic simulation, and which means the dudes, or some of them actually are, but it means that there's a little bit more activity that's going to happen there. At the moment, I and Shadow, you can tell me, but I don't feel like there's enough contact for 3 sabers there.
Oh man, this is ridiculous. Hold on.
Shadow?
Go ahead again, Strock. I couldn't hear you. Sorry.
It doesn't feel like there's enough contact.
Oh, yeah?
Okay. It doesn't feel like there's enough contact. Jesus Christ. It doesn't feel like there's enough contact for 3 sabers.
Yeah?
Shadow, good job on the server. It's running really well tonight.
You hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
You can, yes. Yes, I
Okay.
can hear you.
I said it doesn't
User
feel
left
like
your
there's enough
channel.
contact on the server or on the in the first objective at the moment for 3 sabers worth of fight.
From.
You
We
agree
can
or
go ahead
disagree?
and-
I don't want to overdo it, but let's think tactically about how they defend this, right? So there.
Well, here's the catch. Here's the catch. I want them to go ahead and say identify the guy, and I'm gonna try to run back to Kansas with him. There is a lot of bunch, BMB, BTR, and a lot of stuff there at Kansas. So let's make a stand in Kansas.
Okay,
Let's
so this
not
is going to
make it
be easy. Okay, so you want this one to be a bit easier.
A bit easier than Kansas, yes, but not
Okay, cool.
too much easy for them to just like boom boom, let's go next objective, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Get that. Just get SU-238 next time, man. That shit works.
Cool. Okay, so I'm going to put down a little bit of extra stuff here, but not a whole lot. I'm not going to put any armor down. Although there's this truck that's just kind of driving into a building, which is awesome.
Okay,
Same shit, that
this
fucking
is just
HQ.
a
Fucking retard.
real quick question.
Yep.
How do I
Bro.
get all the way to over there from here? Just like I open up Zeus, and do I just go there just by moving and sprinting, or what?
So what you do is you can go hit map, and then...
It will crash.
Oh, no. God damn it. Give him the file. This is the first thing that needs to happen. Before anything else, talk him through getting the dev update
User
exec.
joined your channel.
Okay, maybe I'll send you instruction.
Okay, so the deal is right now, there's an issue with Zeus where when you go into the map, it causes a crash bug. There is a separate executable that we're using that is the dev branch executable. That's a performance-based executable that allows you to use the map without it fucking crashing. And so, you're going to install that and come back in. Yeah.
There was a problem with the preview download, correct?
Yeah, you can still download. Yeah.
Okay, do I have to add that
User
to Arma
joined your
3 sync?
channel.
No. So that is a new EXE, actually.
Okay, got it.
User joined your channel.
I send you the instruction you need. Got him, Bobby?
Yeah, I got it.
Alright, well, look, just you need to close the game.
Yeah, so what you're going to do is you're going to close the game. You're going to rename that. Oh, did you already give me the instructions? Am I just being redundant?
Yes, sir, I did. Boris, gotcha.
Sweet. Cool. Roll. This
Hey, what's a good zip program?
7-zip.
Is it?
If you, what windows do you have, Bobby? What windows do you use, Bobby?
Oh, my free trial is up on WinZip. So
Good. Just click close. It's forever trial. Today is 40,000 days trial.
is your free trial? Whatever. It just says subscribe.
You're fine. It's gonna allow you to do that forever. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Shit. Oh, well, more dudes in buildings, yeah. Right here. Garrison. Patrol.
Figure this out.
Alright.
Zemshik. Why is this guy so retarded driving this shit? Ah, the arrow was retarded. Alright, so they are gonna be attacking, seems like the town. I'm gonna move down the MHQ to the FOB for now.
Yeah. I think it actually makes a lot of sense to have the HQ guy in the FOB sim, like in this blockhouse, right? In the FOB.
Sir. Back, Mikey.
All right, everything else is set up and ready to go. It's going to be a medium firefight for 4 sabers worth of stuff. 3 sabers worth of stuff.
When I come back in, I'll have Zeus privileges, correct? You guys won't have to give it to me
well,
every single time.
well, tonight we're going to have to give it to you when you come back in, but normally we won't be able to. We'll make sure that you're on the list from here forward.
Okay.
What's their... I need to be on 5, right? I'm gonna need to be on 695.
User joined your channel.
Shepard 7 checking in on 6-9.
Lima Charlie, Shepard.
finally get to hang out with you guys for a bit.
Hey, buddy, what's going on?
What's up,
You
man?
know, just eating that delicious Taco Bell.
Nice, when you get double crunch wrap supreme.
Fucking Crunch Wrap Supreme all the way, bitch. But,
Who doesn't love a Crunchwell Arab? Now I can't speak any English. Shut up. You shut up. You shut your dirty whore mouth. Alright, so they're well on their way.
did you had a Freudian slip there? Because it sounded like you were thinking about my lap.
I want to be in your lap. What can I say? Do it.
Do it.
Come on, Shibbles, catch up, man.
Learn how to fly, bitch.
Those dual prop Chinooks can sure outrun their escort craft.
Goddamn right, they can. They're the fastest airframe we have.
Yeah, they're leaving Shibbles in the coast.
Can't you just tilt that little whirlybird a little bit forward and go faster?
At one point, the rocket actually does hit the ground if you build it far enough forward.
Oh, does it? Is that how that works? Gravity kind of takes hold?
It's a very, very interesting set. If you tilt it, like, more than, like, I'd say, like, 40 degrees, it immediately loses all altitude, the engine shuts off, and the guns jam.
What? Oh, because you hit the ground? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is part of the problem, yeah.
Yeah, I got that. That makes sense.
The other problem is critical pilot death.
Which could be a problem, actually.
Yeah, I mean, some people get it.
Yeah, people don't love that. Alright, so they're almost to the LZ. We got 2 birds up tonight, is that what I'm seeing? 16 and a...
Yeah.
A10? Okay.
They got Lieutenant T and then Lieutenant Temp.
T and Temp. Temp and T.
Temp and T.
We're over the,
Alright, Shibbles caught up with them, but I bet that's because their fleets put their guys down. Okay.
They're just flying over the LZ now, and they missed the LZ. Okay.
They're probably doing an overflight because I think they just deployed the cluster munition.
They did. Yeah. Cluster munitions are popping off now. Oh, nice! It did its job, too! They took out one of the patrols over there.
Yeah, it looks cool as fuck.
Talk about some shock and awe.
Oh. Cluster mission success.
There was an enemy squadron. There is no more.
There is, yeah, like 2 guys left now. Nicely done.
The only problem with the cluster munitions are they leave unexploded ordnance that can act like IEDs.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, that was the whole point of the new humanitarian patch, was that when you deploy cluster munitions, there's 2 or 3 of the bombs don't go off and they can be explosives that are left behind.
It's like a 5 to 10% chance that practically any munition like that, even mortar shells,
just won't blow up.
RPGs might be included too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's why the new humanitarian faction is all about minesweeping and defusing, because the shit gets left behind.
You go through the campaign, there's a fucking mortar shell inside of a house. Blue shit.
I'm actually looking now to see if any got left behind. I don't know if I'll be able to tell, but
I'm fairly certain it's a setting that you have to change in either editor or something to actually enable that, but I don't know for sure.
So what did we say about engaging targets in the site civilian areas?
I don't know.
Not to do it. That's right. Not to do it.
I think we heard that we were cleared hot on everything between Marco and Kansas.
Yeah, but they're engaging in the town.
Which town?
just lit up a
Chapol
fuck
or?
ton of stuff in
Yeah,
the town.
the civilian built-up area.
Ah, fuck them. They'll grow back.
No, no, fuck them.
They'll
There's
breed.
a population. This will decrease the population surplus.
Stealing my oxygen, Throck.
We'll put down some civilians in the woods here. See how they handle it. Simulate some dudes running away from town.
So Ocelot probably called them off because they were shooting at targets in the town and then they just stopped for no reason.
Nope, they're re-engaging.
Yeah, there's been no call off order yet. The reason Gunfighter went off station was because they're coming back to pick me up, but then Ocelot told them to turn around and come back.
Hey, what's up, Shadow? Yeah, I am. Roger, I'll ask Throck. Hey, Throck, since the airwing that Apache sort of killed a bunch of guys, are we gonna give more guys for the infantry?
Yeah, probably. We'll see how they handle early contact here and go from there.
We're gonna see how they handle the contacts coming up. Based on that, we'll...
Oh my god, wave them off. At this point, I'm gonna need you to wave them off. Somebody wave them off, please. Somebody call off the wave off of Apache until they're called in. They're too close to civilian areas.
There's another way to do that.
Anti-aircraft? No. You're not slapping down a ZSU.
Oh my god. There's no... The ZSU is by far the worst way to go about that.
Going into a guy.
Yeah, my favorite.
ZSUs are probably the worst way to deter.
So dark.
Now, if you put down a Tigris, that's a whole different fucking story.
And Tigris is like...
2 shots, you're fucking dead.
All reinforcements are on the ground, right?
So dark. I was gonna go into a fucking... I was gonna go into a dude, but it's too dark to actually run into them, so... Cleanup script's taking care of all the dead bodies, so...
Are there really? Okay. Hey, they're doing pretty good. They haven't killed any of the civilians.
I am interested to see if they accidentally step on an unexploded ordnance.
Yeah, I am too, but Alien, you still here? Oh no, I guess he left. He said that's a script thing you gotta turn on or turn off.
Oh, okay.
That would be something, wouldn't it?
Gentlemen,
Onto your grump.
can I get a teleport? I was stuck in the bird. I couldn't get out.
Yep. Where are you going?
Saber 3-ish.
Hey.
I haven't shot any of the civilians.
Which one is that?
It's led by Staff Sergeant Moore. There's also Sergeant John, Sergeant Dragon.
Boink.
User left your channel.
Most terrifying thing is teleporting people, because then you're like, I accidentally hit side. But you're on your way out. Ready?
Ready.
Go.
What's my dog want? What time is it? We just... What do you want, Pablo?
So I'm giving only the wood patrollers NVDs or NVGs. No one else is going to get them. We have Bobby back? Or not Bobby?
User joined your channel.
I may have placed down one of my teams. Just one.
Your anti-aircraft teams? I think it's fine to have some anti-aircraft.
Yeah, I mean the team of 3 dudes. First one fires, flares, second one flares, third one kills.
I'm hopping into a guy. To standoff.
User disconnected from your channel.
That was worth it. So I got in like the one dude who was left from that squad that got fucking what, bombed?
Yep. Works well with the micro dagger.
And the dudes in the saber waggled at me.
Roger that.
Anyway, yeah, all I need is the backpack, so just like throw that in this ATV or something.
Oh, it was good times. It's just good times.
Thanks, baby.
Sure. Why? You want me to be over by you and you to be over right here?
Sorry for that.
Where'd he go? Where is he?
User joined your channel.
Can you hear me? Can
Yeah,
you hear
copy.
me?
We can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did you have a fucking T-Far error?
Yeah, I can hear you, Judy.
Shit. Shit. You're not wearing your night vision, and there's bad guys. Oh shit. That's going to send that patrol in. And it'll send that patrol. Woods.
User left your channel.
Here.
So,
yo,
you remember the command bird idea?
Yes.
So we have fly and he's
Viking
willing to
Romeo,
do-
this is Saracen. Go.
What do you think about that?
What do I think about what now?
So Mike and fly the command bird because
Viking,
we
this
don't
is
wanna take
Saracen. We
sources.
believe the fob has been overrun. No comms whatsoever at this time.
User joined your channel.
Copy.
I mean,
what do you
sorry,
think
say that one more time. There's a lot of comms traffic there for a second.
Alright, so remember we need a command pilot to circle like around the AO.
Yeah, or at least in between. Yep.
Between, yes. Alright, so Mike was willing to be the pilot for the command vehicle. How does that sound to you?
Sounds great. Let's do it.
And execute now by calling Warden 6, what's up and stuff.
Yeah, do it up.
Alright. I think Bobby got problems. Problem is already.
Time for a little counterattack. Guess would have heard the fire. They've got support. Force.
User joined your channel.
Viking Revolver, this is Saracen. Go ahead. Can you stand on that?
God, they just wiped that whole fucking squad out. Jesus. Going into a guy.
I'm going.
Warden 6, this is Saracen 669. Saracen 6, that's the revolver.
They're good. They're too good. There's also 90 of them.
To retain,
Yeah, I'm good.
friendly buildings.
Thanks, man.
We don't
Happy
really
to-
want you to blow it up, but if there's a way you can surgically take out the hard
Yeah, you
target,
are
just go for it.
Yes, like a stick. Yep. Good shot. Simmons, you need a ride?
I will in a minute here. I literally died.
Awesome. Oh, maybe Bobby. Bobby could use a ride too.
I'll probably have it ready by the time Bobby gets in.
Oh, Bobby's mission team.
Yeah, Bobby, are you here now?
What? No.
Candidate.
Switched? Why? Such a great team lead. This is gonna make a great squad lead.
Warden 6, this is Saracen 669.
Reaper 1, Walker 1, 592.
Warden 6 on 6-9, send it.
Be advised, there is gonna be a command element here in the in the air between the FOB Rumbro and the AO.
Hey, firm.
Is this a AI piloted helo or what?
Negative, Warden.
Oh no, I was just making sure.
It's gonna be a... Yes, sir. Perfect.
Pretty much last week, except pushing further to the east.
It's Rock, I'm right behind you.
Hey, buddy, what's up? All right, so let's talk through basic Zeus shit. Go ahead and hop into Zeus.
Let me switch to
Oh, wait.
Whisper.
Yeah. Switch to Whisper. I'll give you Zeus back here. Oh, boink.
I just know we dropped
Remote
everyone's
to Zeus.
2 Guinnesses, so they can't be anywhere else, right?
The Guinness.
User left your joined your channel.
Chips.
Hey, Strock, you're staying, right?
I don't get Shell's lingo yet.
Solid copy. I'm on the ground here at base.
Hey, from me that sugar 7.
Oh, no, I'm staying here.
Wait, one Viking Romeo, be back.
Oh, shit. What's your frames like, bro?
Pretty good, actually. What are yours like?
Mine are at 24 and 14, 13.
Hey, I died.
I'm at 20, which seems actually really good for this kind of environment right now.
Talk to that guy with the helicopter helmet on.
Okay.
There you go. Right now,
Hey,
I'm stabilizing
User
at
left your
33,
channel.
so I'm good.
All right. So go ahead and hop into Zeus if you're not in Zeus yet.
Hit Y? Now I can hit map and not crash, right?
Yes. Yes.
Actually, Mike, do you know where Ghost is?
No idea.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, never mind.
Okay, done.
All right. Sweet. So first thing to know is you can, switch between map and not map. If you push and hold your middle mouse button, it will put you down. It'll put down your camera wherever you just held your middle mouse button. Like if you put your cursor over something, hold your middle mouse button on it, your camera will show up there. So when you hit map again, that's what you'll be looking at.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Fucking Romeo, this is
Can I
1006
rotate
and
the camera?
I wish I had a kit.
Say again?
I rotate the camera.
Yeah, you rotate the camera WASD or with your right mouse click.
Okay.
FM that Viking Romeo,
Yeah.
good luck.
Press and hold the right mouse. Zoom in and zoom out with scroll wheel. You can press N for your different thermal optics, for night vision, thermal, and regular. And that's all of that. Cool?
Okay.
That is your basic camera controls. The next thing you're going to want to know about is placing guys down.
For 3 mics.
So if you take a look at the left-hand side, upper right-hand side, you'll see Create. You can either set dudes down as a full unit, as single guys, or as empty units. Empty includes everything that is not an active AI. So it's all of your gear, it's buildings, it's empty vehicles, it's literally every asset in the game that's placeable, for the most part, is in there.
Okay.
Cool. Let's just start very basically with placing down dudes. All you gotta do is click on a guy, or you click on whatever the square is, blue 4, op 4, independent, civilian, or empty, right?
What are we using for this?
So this will be independent, Cherno-Russian national insurgents.
User joined your channel.
Yep.
100 men. Alright, gotcha.
And then you can either do it as a single guy, and then men will put down one dude, or if you go to groups, which is the next icon over from the little guy, right, it'll show you all the groups for it. Be careful, because it does default sometimes to CSAT, which means you can accidentally put down CSAT. So always know and visually confirm what you're putting down before you put it down. Cool?
Gotcha.
There are also groups. There are things in groups. I'm sorry, there are things in units that won't be in groups, right? So if you look at cars under Cherno-Russian National Insurgents units, You'll see like their cargo truck, an off-road M2, an unarmed off-road, a Land Rover M2, and a Land Rover, right?
All that stuff, yeah.
Yeah, but if you look in groups, the only thing you can put down is a squad and a Land Rover, right?
Right.
So not all assets are in both, so you'll need to look back and forth between them.
Okay, that works.
Cool. The next thing, let's move a little bit away from where combat's happening. Hopefully, you'll see where I put him down, I think. So the next thing is whenever you drop a guy, it should show up within 30 seconds.
I don't know. I mean,
It should show up within 30 seconds for everyone on the map, right? Nothing that gets put, everything is synced so that all ZEUS people can see it. So let's go...
Can we go up towards Costco real quick?
Yeah, let's just go up to... Let's actually go... Where's Costco? Which one's that?
Way up north. Next to
2006,
Fob
back on
Rainbow.
it.
I think I'm good. I'm not gonna.
Why am I not seeing it? There's Rakavica...
Top,
I know I'm forgetting something.
left-hand corner.
Top left-hand corner.
You don't have a scope.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, let's over here real quick. So why don't you just put down...
Sorry.
Okay.
Roger, Hog, runway's clear.
Add a ad pop-up on that freaking picture site.
Fucking hate
anyway.
that shit.
Okay.
So what?
I can
alright.
zoom into Costco, hit map, and I'll be looking at Costco.
All right, follow me.
Yep.
Now,
Well, you have to
for example,
press and hold
I
your
noticed-
middle mouse button.
I'm already looking over at Costco right now.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna put down off-road M2, right?
Okay.
You should now
And
see
I'm
it having
just gonna
showed
put
up.
down an engineer. There's the engineer right next to him.
So, the first thing, you can actually have that engineer get in the vehicle. I think he can get in this vehicle by just left-clicking on the engineer and then right-clicking on the vehicle. He should get in.
Left clicking, right clicking. He's moving. He's not. Or do I have to click on the green square?
You just need to click on the icon. Like for the truck, if you right-click on the icon, there may not be room for him because it's a technical, but if I put down like a... Oh, no, see? Yeah, see, you get straight in.
How did you do that?
I didn't do it, you did it.
Oh, I did it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, he just ran around to the side and then jumped in. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
well, he had to go where there was a seat. So the next thing is waypoints. As long as you have a unit selected, say, in this case, the off-road, not the guy in it, right? So click on the off-road, and then right-click somewhere. It'll set the waypoint for it.
Click on off-road and click. And set any waypoint.
Yeah, it should immediately set a new waypoint for you, right?
Oh, and he'll start moving, right?
And he'll start moving in that direction. Now, with vehicles, you want to set relatively close waypoints because they're really good at running into things, and they're super dumb.
Yeah, I found
Like,
out
let's-
the other day during the training.
Yeah. In this case, he's safe. There's no bad guys around. He still ran into something because he's super dumb. But he made it over there. The next thing you can do is, instead of right-clicking, if you control right-click, you can set multiple waypoints, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And then if you alt-right-click, you can set a repeat. But be careful because it'll erase all your other waypoints. The easier way to do that... Oop. Oh, I accidentally fucking...
This way he'll just keep patrolling back and forth.
Yeah, but I accidentally debound my fucking delete key. So if you want to delete those 2 waypoints for me...
I just hover over and hit delete.
Oh, yeah, you killed the guy too, that's fine.
Oh, okay, cool.
And what you can do is if you just control-click, right, around the guy... Now, they have to be pretty far out for him to actually... Like, as you can see, he's stopping and thinking right now.
Yeah.
But because we're using Achilles, you can double-click on the final waypoint and click on Cycle. And then it'll create a patrol route for him.
And then hit OK?
Yep. And so this is the next thing. Getting into waypoints and how waypoints work. As you can see, there's a lot of things you can do with waypoints. Pretty much all of them make sense. You can, in Eden Editor, so in map making, they will just repeat whatever the last waypoint was orders. That is not the same in ZEUS, right? So when you put down waypoints, you need to make sure you're telling them that they want to be like combat, So the big ones are what formation you want. Vehicles, if they're going to be on a convoy, you always want to make sure they're in column. Otherwise, they're going to default to like wedge, and it gets ridiculous, and they run into trees.
Gotcha.
But otherwise, formation should be what your formation is. Group behavior. Careless means they're probably not even going to shoot. Safe means they think they're in a safe area, their guard's going to be down, and they're not going to be looking around too much. Aware means they believe there may be enemies nearby. Combat means they're going to be guns up, running around, highly active. Stealth means exactly what it means, right?
Right, they're going to try and stay hidden.
Yeah.
User joined your channel.
For combat mode,
User left your channel.
you have hold fire means they will never shoot. Hold fire defend only means that they will shoot only if shot at. Hold fire engage at will means that if they come upon a contact, they'll shoot, but they will not engage in another firefight. Fire at will, which is what we normally have, and then fire at will engage at will, is their loosest combat form, right? Like, it's just like they see bad guys are going to pop shots off. They're not going to stay in formation. They're going to, and it's probably the best to use because it gives each individual AI the most freedom.
Right.
Cool. And then speed is exactly what you think, right? Limited is walking, or slow drive, normal is normal, and full is full speed. Cool.
Yeah, I pretty much I was playing around with this during Wednesday night. I mean, I just fucked around with it on my own, and I figured out most of this stuff is pretty self-explanatory on this screen right here. The main things that I was wondering is I can put a group of people in a building as long as they have buildings available, and I use the basic. I go to modules, go down to ZEUS, or no, it's not ZEUS. Maybe it is ZEUS.
It's AI behavior.
Yeah. AI behavior.
Yep.
And then go to garrison building, and as long as there's buildings in that area that have enough space for those guys to get into, then they'll automatically go and garrison it. Right.
That is correct.
Okay, now how do I put individual people in there? Let's say I go to just a single unit, right?
Yep.
Go to green, and I spawn a commander, for an example.
Yep.
Right here. How do I put him in that building?
All right. So the easiest way to do it is to set your camera on him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just grab him. Where'd he go?
Drag him in there.
Drag him in there. So where did?
Like that.
You can drag him in there, but because it's Arma, he may actually like be halfway through the floor. If he is, what you can do, and I'll show you this real quick.
It's shift and then
Alt is up and down.
Alt is up and down.
Shift turns him around.
Okay, got it. So in that base, all right. So he's not armored right now. He's sitting in there.
Yeah, he's good to go. And the easiest way to put dudes in there is by. If you want to like garrison units, there's two ways you can do it. One is to put individual dudes in buildings. Now you don't want to do that too much for two reasons. There's only a certain number of units, and that's each green block allowed on the map at any given point in time. And the more of them you have, the more independent cycles of information have to be transmitted to each player and to the server. And so it's better to have them in groups.
Which causes frame loss.
Yeah, which causes frame loss. So, the other way to do it is to
and if
place.
If I double click him, I can take control of
User
him, right?
in your channel.
You control double click.
Okay. Yeah.
When you do that with TFAR, I'll be able to talk to you, but you won't be able to talk back to me.
Because I'll be too far away, because I'll be assuming his identity.
No, sadly, that is not the case. Because normally you would be able to.
User left your channel.
In a perfect world, you'd be able to speak out of him to people around you, but at this point, it's just because TFAR is stupid and doesn't know what the fuck is.
Okay. Makes sense. All right. I mean, I'm not going to do that because we're not allowed to take control of people. I can understand taking control of someone after they got stuck or something like that and getting them out, but I mean...
That's the next thing we're going to talk about. You are absolutely allowed to take control of people. In fact, I encourage you to take control. The AI is not smart. What I do not encourage you to do is to use that power to fuck with everything, right? Your job is to create a more tactically immersive experience for our boys on the ground, right? So like,
Well, this is the thing. I will never take advantage of anything. 90% of the time,
Viking
I'll
Romeo,
sit there
go
and
for
I'll face
Saracen.
people. And if there's a flank that's open, for example, on Wednesday, they had a saber that ran through the wood line. There was a contact with a small enemy squad,
Good
and there
copy.
was a roving patrol
progress.
on the road. Now, I think like the enemy. If
Yeah.
there's gunfire coming in the woods right adjacent from me, I'm going to take my squad and I'm going to go investigate, right? So that's what happened. I moved that squad off the roving patrol on the road and done. Now, on the contrary, I'm not just going to spawn random fucking enemies just to send them to that one spot where they don't have coverage.
Nope, and that's exactly what I wanted to hear, right? Like, if we plan a mission and there are, and there is a gap that we fucked up on, the commander fucked up, right? And they should be able to exploit that gap. It shouldn't be,
It's also got to be like, you got to think like the enemy, because sometimes the enemy is going to be like, well, I know there's gunfire coming from there, but I don't know what's in front of me.
Yep.
And they may be moving to contact and the other saber will intercept.
Yep.
That type of deal.
Yeah. That actually happened earlier in this mission while you were off. They took a little bit of contact from patrol. I sent two more patrols down to check out what was going on. They got into a bigger firefight. Some more guys tried to come around and flank, and then they ran into a saber that they didn't know was there. Yeah, and...
Now, what is this AI doing right now? He's just running away.
Probably just running away. Which one?
The guy that I placed in that building. He's just running.
Oh, over in... I have no idea why he's running away. The AI can be incredibly dumb.
Okay, well, he's deleted. Anyway, so that makes sense to me. That's cool. Now, as far as the mission goes tonight, they are done with that first assault on whatchamacallit, right?
Yeah, they have essentially cleared the town and are on their way to assault the fob.
Okay.
They put down an extra squad here? What's going on?
Okay, now I'm going to scroll back over there so I can see what you're doing. And another thing is I'm only seeing like combat lifesaver Boyle. Shouldn't I be able to see all blue 4 in the area with little red circles around them?
You should be able to see. You don't see all of them?
No, do I have to put a rally or a mission objective there in order for all of them to show up?
No, you should just be able to see them. That's weird.
I do not see them. All I see is I see Boyle, I see Hudson, and I see Mikey.
Are they normally in your squad?
No, Boyle is not. Hudson is, but Mikey is not as well.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know why that is. Yeah, because right now they're moving up and doing their thing.
Yeah. Oh, but I should be able to see everybody like that, correct?
You should. I want to give them a counterattack, actually. They've set themselves up to receive, and I think it would be cool to actually... From the south, like far south, from further south than where they were. One of the things they gave...
I don't even see the enemies that are currently on the ground.
That's a bummer. Hang on, let me do a thing here real quick, and then I'll...
Okay. I can't see any of that you're putting down.
Yeah, I just put down a platoon.
Yep, I do see that whole platoon.
What I'm going to do, and this is dangerous. I'm going to add objects to ZEUS. Something you can do as well. Under ZEUS, you can see add, remove, editable objects. I'm going to make it 150 meters. So anything that's in there, you should see. Hopefully I don't crash the server. Godspeed. Oh, wait a minute. I can just do units. Yay. Add units. Mode all.
No, yeah, now I see everybody.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Ada was telling me about that. Ada remove edible objects. And then you put that, set it for like 1,000 meters or some shit like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't do over 150.
Right, got it. Well,
just, yeah, Shadow likes to go big, right?
Big is better. Now, are you garrisoning people in the buildings on this objective? Were they able to clear buildings and stuff?
Yeah, all the buildings are actually garrisoned at this time.
Yeah, I saw it.
Some dudes have kind of decided to walk out on their own because they do that. But
If I scroll in, I can hear them talking to each other, correct?
Not with the way T-Fire is right now.
Okay. And another thing I have a question about is I'm noticing a couple people are not blue, they are purple.
That means they're wounded.
That means they're wounded. It's not the fact that they're a civilian, correct?
There may be some purple dudes out in the... Oh, no, they got deleted. No, yeah, that means they're wounded.
Oh, I mean, like, Cronley? Cronley is purple right now. That means he's wounded, correct?
That means he is wounded. It means he's currently incapacitated.
Okay, so he's knocked out. Got it. And what's the, Okay, so the purple box means that whole entire squad is annihilated, correct?
Yeah, a purple squad, it means at least the commander is dead, and what I like to do is find the commander and delete them, because, shit, which I can't do right now, so if you want to delete that commander...
Just click on the purple box and delete it?
No, not the purple box, I'll delete the whole squad, the literal circle with the slash in it. And it'll appoint a new living commander to them.
Got it. I'm going to delete it?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Okay. He's gone.
Okay. So there are currently 3 squads, 3.5 squad, because Rotary lit one of them up, working their way up to the southern perimeter there. Counterattacking the counterattack.
You got Wally there. Okay, got it. And that's a technical that was been taken out, correct?
Yeah. They only had 1 piece of armor here, and Rotary took it the fuck out.
What does it look like? Oh, that's an enemy. All right. Yeah, Throck, I've got some major ideas for this upcoming op, because I need to catch up with you and talk to you about it to see if it's okay to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, because you said that you wanted to do more like an invasion, and then after a few weeks of the invasion, after the national forces are defeated, go into counterinsurgency, correct?
Yep. Counterinsurgency could even happen while the invasion is ongoing, right? Like, while other dudes are fighting on the front line, we could be asked to do some counterinsurgency work. So these two things, I would rather have them be, like, simultaneous, so it's more dynamic. And so in one op, you could be like, all right, you guys are on checkpoint duty. I know it's going to be a little boring, blah, blah, blah. And then halfway through, oh shit, the 2nd Battalion of the 29th Infantry is just getting rolled. They need reinforcements. We're taking you out there. Right? Stuff like that.
I am in Walker, but Whiskey is here if you'd rather go on them. Alright, let me check with them. Hey, Whiskey Walker, do you want to take this infill, or you want me to just run them while you guys drop that load?
I got some hot shit ideas.
Awesome.
For briefing, for Ghost, and everything.
Awesome.
Roger, I'll go ahead and take him. Yeah.
Basically, during this next deployment, I was wondering if we could do like a, obviously make it storyline based.
Viking, Saracen.
Ghost is the main driver behind the storyline, and then the infantry also has a part in the storyline as well.
Viking, Romeo, Saracen, be advised, we got reports of at least enemy squads leaving the objectives from the south to try to reinforce the position. Be wary of your flank, you might have some enemies sneaking up on you.
So.
Well, no one said 3, but okay.
So, for example, this guy's shooting at these 2 guys that are sitting here, right?
Yeah.
They are not reacting accordingly. Would I go ahead and move them to another spot?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Okay, so I can click on that unit, and I'm going to tell them to take cover back over here.
Yep.
Now they're going to get up and start moving.
They may or may not, yeah, depending on how freaked out they are.
Reactionary-wise, if they're getting shot at, they're going to move. See, now they're getting fucking hit, and they're dead just about. Yep, they are dead. Okay.
Been 810 doing something up there.
They hitting that freaking force that you decided to send out there.
So yeah, this is one of those times where I'll hop into like a guy with an RPG-7 and create a little havoc, or a PKM, which is my favorite gun of all time, and create a little havoc. I'm gonna do that right now, actually. And a good thing to do is always just say jumping in or something like that, so that we know we can't talk to you right now. I'm hopping in.
All right.
User joined your channel.
Oh my god, that was ridiculous. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I watched that, and then I jumped in on the RPK.
Nice.
And I laid down on the corner of the building and started shooting back. They were spot on. They fucked me up quick.
Yeah. So I tend to use smoke against them, and like, I don't know if you saw what I did, where I walked into the building, and then I just stood there for a little while, and then I kind of shot at their emplacement a little bit, and then they didn't notice it was me. Then I chucked a smoke grenade, and then I like shot at their emplacement a little bit. Then I shot one of the dudes in the arm, and then one of them finally turned around and saw me, but didn't pull the trigger too quickly, and so I shot him. And like, I give them every chance in the world to notice me before I fucking.
Yeah, a lot of the time, if I'm gonna be bumping into one of these yahoos, I'm not out to like kill them.
No.
Just put rounds over their head, get them to think, you know? Because a lot of the times I'm looking at this, like there's some enemies here that are just not shooting, you know?
Yeah, and you should feel free to hop into those dudes.
Yeah, because I mean, if you could see them freaking moving, take them out, you know?
Yep.
I mean, like Ocelot crossing the field right there. This guy could be on the other side of that warehouse, see him crossing, and take him out.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of the immersion of it. But I mean, I don't want to fuck with them too much. You know, I don't want to piss them off or anything. So just trying to make it fun is what I'm here for.
Want to hop into a guy here? Speaking of which. Also, a lot of them don't have night vision optics, which you can do by going to, in your ZEUS, you go to Equipment, NVD Tactical Light IR, and you click on them and you assign it to the whole group. But I only gave it to the dudes outside who were patrolling. I didn't give it to the guys in the village. I didn't give it to the guys in the fob.
Right.
They will bitch at us sometimes about giving back.
All right, here's another thing, just me looking at this right here.
Yeah.
I know it's a night off. But let's think realistically here. You have a small little town, a small little checkpoint outpost type deal over here. You have a radio tower. There should probably be some lights for next time.
There should absolutely be some lights.
A lot of these guys don't have night vision, and as an enemy, you know, with an enemy mind or whatever, there would definitely be lights in this building, you know, lighting up this compound, which would put strain on friendly forces NVGs, so that way it would kind of prime them to take out, you know, the lights so they can actually move in.
Yeah.
You know, that type of deal. Just kind of give it a little bit more immersion.
Yeah.
Because I mean, not everything's gonna be a perfect world. You know, there's gonna be lights. I like the street lights. You know, that's cool. It gives a little bit of ambience to it. But definitely a compound like this, especially an enemy compound, there would be floodlights, you know, in every single corner. You know, or a generator or something like that. So. Definitely. Let's look into doing that.
Do you see Walrus walking up here all by himself?
Yeah, I know, freaking Rambo, man.
Yeah.
He's crawling. He's under smoke, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna grab a dude and just kind of stand here and see what they do when they clear.
Yep.
Really gonna shoot. Oh, I don't know. This guy's just chilling there. I'm gonna grab this guy. I'm going in.
Shots to the left.
Yeah. Eighth Rock, are you still there?
I am. I'm putting out some flares right now.
Okay, so for example, I took over a guy. I saw everybody lined up on this wall. Everybody would have just been annihilated. Because
Oh,
I had
yeah.
that sniper right here. I just sat there and watched them, like, looking right at them. So I popped a few rounds over their head. They saw me, and they killed me inside the bunker.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it's like that. I want to make sure that they're having fun as far as, like, not just getting freaking completely destroyed, but, you know, definitely having fun. I could have taken out that whole team there, and then the whole team back there, because it was just a direct line of sight. What are the flares for? They call for it?
No, I put down the flares as if the bad guy shot out flares to see.
Oh, okay. Got it. Oh, I'm gonna go into the guy that's in the building here.
I want this to be a little bit harder for them. I see what I did wrong. God damn it. That's my fault. Fuck.
Fucking Romeo, this is ZEUS and 6, it's
Oh shit. Blue on blue.
fucking Romeo, this is ZEUS and 6, 6-9. Fucking inform you, this is Sarsen 669. Warden 6, this is Sarsen 669.
Gotcha, loud and clear on 69, Saracen.
Can you please forward our message to your JTAGs for Viking? He's not responding.
JTECs are a little occupied at this time. One moment. Relay message.
Sarsen requesting sitrate from Viking.
Hey, firm. Relaying. Saracen 6, Warden 669. Saracen 6.
Go for Saracen.
At this time, infantry is currently breaching and clearing Bob Block. No idea why they're not responding on 69. He's right next to Revolver, so everything.
Shepard 7, this is Sarsen 6, calling you in 69.
Go, Saracen 6, Shepard 7 copies.
This time infantry are being FOP LAC. As follows, they will be moving on after to OBG Kansas.
Copy that, good job.
Saracen 6, Viking 7, Romeo on 69 over. Copy you loud and clear, Viking. Saracen, set rep as follows, currently 75% through, clearing from south to north on 5 over. Copy that. Copy that, Viking. As soon as you finish clearing the fob, securing the fob, you are good to go ahead for OBJ Kansas. Say again, did not copy. Clear to dispatch to which objective? Over. OBJ Kansas. Okay. Copy, Viking Romeo. Copies, dispatch to Kansas once factor is complete. Viking Romeo. Refer.
Yeah. They actually just killed me. Had him pinned down there for a little while, which was nice.
I fucking popped out, man. I tried to take a couple shots at the guys in the building.
Yeah.
As soon as I turned the corner.
Right? No, they're super on the ball, which is the thing I run into, right? Which is like, how do you create a scenario for murder robots, essentially?
This is why. Here comes Saber 2. That's why they were bored. They were sitting over there in the fucking town.
Yeah.
Got it. I mean, hey, that's just how it's supposed to be. They're holding the fucking position.
Sometimes you're security, sometimes you're assault.
Yep. I noticed some AI were stuck in the upright position on the bunkers.
Oh yeah, that happens. This imperfect game we love.
The yellow thing, the yellow little hash markers. What are those along the?
Because the explosive didn't blow up the wall like it was supposed to and would have realistically, I added a few objects to ZEUS so that I could eliminate the wall that blew up. Because it's bullshit for them to not be able to actually make their way through.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, where are they hitting next?
Kansas. Do you not have a big blob of green on your map to the south?
Oh, no, I do, yeah. I just didn't look south. Alright.
So go ahead and take a shot at thinking about how, if this is the primary final engagement, right?
This is right here, Kansas.
Yeah. How would they be defending this? How would they think about, like, if they know an attack is coming, which at this point they clearly should, like...
Okay, well, first of all...
Saracen 6, vacuum
how many
690.
vehicle assets?
We can put a few vehicle assets down, definitely.
Saracen be advised,
They got
Sabres
bird
1,
in the area.
3,
Just
command
spawned
staff
something,
taking
I just
casualties.
shot it.
Sabre
Yeah.
2, 1 at 3.
So one of the things is, and I've had this conversation with Airwing, they have to expect to see things spawned in, because there's no way we can hide from them, right? Like, we just can't.
Right. Yeah.
So there's no expectation of not seeing spawn in from them.
6 units in this city. How many more do you have?
Say that again?
I'm only seeing a total of 6 units in this city, in Kansas. Are there supposed to be more than that?
There are. 1 second. Units.
Oh, holy shit. Okay, got it. So these buildings will be fucking occupied for one.
Yeah, we just haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I'm about to do it. See if I do it right.
Yep, you did it right.
So that's that. An emplacement. These guys know that they're coming. This road would be a main MSR here and a main MSR here. So I want to put drag and drop these guys here.
We'll put down a roadblock?
Yeah, we could put a roadblock right where this little group is that I'm moving. You see that?
Yeah, yeah.
I put a roadblock there, and then also put a roadblock where this group is going to be going. Right up there. They're going to fucking hit him.
There's a roadblock.
Alright, yeah, that's perfect. That would be a little outpost perfectly coming into the city. And then one out here. Good.
Viking revolver. Saracen.
Let's go ahead and place a dude or two guys there. I can't place the squad in that area, can I?
Viking revolver,
no,
what's the
sadly.
status of Bob Marco?
So it would be like individual people that we have to put in there, correct?
Yep.
Alright, with that being said, let me look at some
This field out here is a real problem, right? Like, this is a place where there'd be something watching over it, so.
A field?
Yeah, I'm gonna put a squad in the woods overwatching it. Doink.
Yes. Right there, and probably a technical guarding the road as well.
Shepard, Viking 7 reports FOB is currently clear, over.
Roger, past the Viking 7, once FOB is cleared to proceed to the next objective, be aware that the enemy is entrenched and they intend to make a last stand at this one. Expect heavy fighting.
Viking Romeo copy, is clear to exit to objective Kansas, expect heavy contact. Viking revolver out.
Right.
Godspeed.
On the back. Go off-road, technical. Here. How do I rotate a vehicle?
Shift drag.
Roger.
Is it on the green box?
Just hold up.
So if you click the whole unit and then, was it control? Control, I'm sorry, shift right click, shift left click. Shift left click and drag.
Okay, I'll get out and let him know.
Rotating.
Jacob, when you're ready, come get on the walker. I'll take you in.
Oh.
Roger.
Moving it around right now. Oh, that's cool. I'll just place him here. Fine. Parked in there.
Want some armor in there?
Nope. He'll figure it out.
Where's the armor at?
Yeah, sorry.
I use ultranationalist.
Okay.
BMP2s mostly.
BMP2s? Okay, cool.
But no more than, say, 4 tops, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a BMP in the middle of the town with these guys that are garrisoned.
Don't know.
I'm gonna put another one by this church.
What's up, Kiyoshi?
Running at 26 frames right now.
Or is that bad? I don't know.
User joined your channel.
I'll put too much.
Oh, Whiskey 1, be advised, traffic is clear.
BMP on that road. Okay, so that's good. Rotate it.
that is the slowest loadout ever.
Don't let me rotate it. Like, I've got the little spin circle on it, but I don't know how to rotate.
You gotta left click and drag, like it's like you're creating a box.
Spartan Walker 1, do you need me to transfer? Yeah, what's up?
And what I like to do is use sentries, which are these just, you know, these little two-man teams, and place them in like backyards, right? And just like in little like hidey hole places where they're not gonna, where they could just run into some random dudes out patrolling, right?
Hey, change plans, guys. We're taking a fucking Chinook. Follow me.
Yeah, nice.
Put them inside that building. No way that they're gonna fit. That looks good right there. Alright, these little stations here. Drag this guy over here.
That looks pretty good, right? Is that good?
I think so. I would also put nobody in that truck. So let's take these guys as well. That dude. Can I delete the dead guy?
Yeah, absolutely. Any dead guys you see, delete, always.
I don't want to ruin people's immersion.
There's certain things you can just, you know.
I'm going to take this unit. It's just stagnant out here. Him. Oh, nope, he's gone. It's him. How far are they away from getting here?
Looks like the chin hooks are. I hear it. Oh no, I hear an Apache. Looks like they're grabbing chin hooks here at base now.
Okay. Placing a couple of sentries.
Command bird up. Britain flying back. We have 2 chin hooks and a Blackout. 2 chin hooks on their way out right now.
I have 1 BMP in this compound. Looking the road. Alright, cool. Now we can tell Airwing to do a flyover and start bombing the fuck out of these guys.
I'll let them wait a little bit. I'm going to actually tell Archie to do that.
Yeah, because they got multiple vehicles and everything else like that on the ground.
Hey, wake up.
Oh, nice. They took out the checkpoint. Outstanding. That was pretty cool, actually. Whoever that was waiting for that moment.
User left your channel.
Chin hooks are on their way.
So is Airwing still bombing?
I poked. It didn't seem like they engaged after I poked Archie, so we'll see.
They engaged that one checkpoint. That's it.
Yeah, they fucking murdered it too.
Yeah, that was outstanding to watch from
Yeah.
here. I like that. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah. ZEUS is pretty cool.
So I am going to. That checkpoint got destroyed. It's time to take some of their assets and put it back on the checkpoint.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think like the enemy, they're not just going to let that checkpoint be.
No, they're going to have to put new dudes there.
Yeah, so we're going to take a sentry out of here. Put him here. Got new dicks moving in. You are going to go right here, buddy.
User in your channel timed out. User entered your channel.
Cool. I just put that dude in the tower, that bunker.
Cool.
That's awesome. It's my first successful move right there.
Woo!
We have a enemy casualty collection point. I can drag and drop these dudes off to the side of the road. It looks a little bit. Oh well, you can't move them when they're dead, can you?
No, I haven't tried.
You can't. Oh, that sucks. That would be fucking
User
cool.
left your channel.
Be able to put up like a casualty collection point.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah. You can move.
You move the truck?
Yeah.
I saw you move the truck.
Yeah, but apparently you can't move bodies, huh?
Oh, okay. Well, move that truck off to the side. I guess we'll just get rid of them then. They policed it up and they moved the destruction off to the side of the road. Cool. They moved the blowing up fucking shit off the side of the road and they got rid of their dead. Alright, cool.
There's also a number of reinforcements. I don't know if you can see them or not, hiding off in the woods.
Yeah. Now these guys, I want them to do a roving patrol. I'm going to have them in a line formation or a column formation. And they're going to be standing. It's limited.
User left your channel.
We'll have them. Okay, so with them walking, right? It's shift click, correct?
Yeah, shift click.
User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
Rip.
Rip.
I lost the connection.
Oh.
User left your channel.
Break the after this one.
User joined your channel.
This guy said, fuck you.
I'm bouncing to the middle of the fucking map.
Okay. I have to the restroom. I'll be right back.
One of the guys at Saber 2. But like, he's texting.
User in your channel timed out.
Texting me. I was like, well, you guys should enjoy this next one. And he was like, well, anything is better than sitting here watching the fucking grass grow. I love it. These guys act like fucking like soldiers. Fucking bitching and shit. It's funny.
Saracen 6, Viking Romeo, 690.
Saracen 6 here, Viking Romeo.
Saracen 6, be advised, 2 is currently exfilled from Spol, heading south to LZ Anaconda, north of Objective Kansas, over.
From that, good luck, Viking.
Say again, Saracen Viking Romeo did not copy, over.
Which one? What?
Copy, standing by.
Viking Romeo is Saracen, same left, please.
Saracen Viking Romeo.
Same left for Saracen, please.
Say again, Saracen Viking Romeo did not copy, over.
Send last, Viking.
Saracen 6, send rep is as follows. The tune has exfilled from Spol. It is now heading to LZ Anaconda, northeast of Objective Kansas at this time, over.
From that, Viking, good luck, you have a heavily objective coming out.
Roger, roger that.
Back.
Hey, were you pulling up the BMP?
I didn't touch nothing. I was taking a piss in.
Okay, who's in the BMP? Because it just keeps driving off on its own.
I don't know.
It's not listening to commands.
See. It's going off on its own because it's smart, I think. I'm gonna pull it back.
Okay, yeah. Put that bitch back. Don't you leave your ECP duty.
The other thing you can do is take all the fuel out of it. Beep. Double click on it. And then now it has no fuel.
Oh.
And now it can't fucking drive.
How do you give them no fuel?
If you double click on the icon for it, it'll bring up a menu.
Oh, someone was in it. That's what they were.
Oh, was there somebody in it?
I think it was Shadow that was in it, but I didn't want Shadow to take off. He's not gonna fuck with my shit here. I want to see them fucking clear this damn thing.
Yeah.
Is there one destroying targets?
Yep, now they are.
Yeah, look at that.
User disconnected from your channel.
That's that freaking Apache.
User left. User was moved to your channel.
I'm shooting on. Where's that BMP?
User disconnected from your channel.
The out patrols are coming in.
User left your channel.
Attack now.
There are a ton of motherfuckers in that city.
Last ride.
This is gonna be so
User
friggin'
was moved to
awesome.
your channel.
They not see all these ground targets down there?
They may not see some of them.
Oh, that's pretty cool, man. You can see the lights on the helicopter just hovering over the city.
Right?
Yeah. When you go out of night vision. From the Sabres.
One bomb, one GBU.
Yeah.
Take that whole thing out.
Oh, and see, this is another thing, Frog. Coordinated attack. No, coordinated attack coming up from the road the open field. You know, obviously there's troops in the wood line there.
Yeah.
I mean, instead of just all going as one blob into an area, there's so many things that you can do realistically. It would make this just insane. Why is this other truck moving up there?
Which other truck? Oh, I don't know. What the fuck?
Oh my god, nice hit. Whoever that was. Where did that come from?
A 16.
Nice hit. Oh my god. Pretty much destroyed him. My god. That was one hell of a hit.
They're gonna go, or they're just gonna sit here?
I mean, I can't realistically push people up to their location because they haven't fired a single round. They don't even know that they're there.
The only thing I did was helicopters, right? Like, clearly some helicopters landed.
Whoever's driving the pickup truck to go up there, or if that's just whatever. I mean, it's unless he's like on a driving patrol on the main road, that makes practical sense. But to go in the location of our guys, no.
Yeah.
These guys don't even know where they landed. You know,
yep.
Except for the helicopter coming in, they have a general idea of where they might be. But I'm trying to think like an enemy. Like, as soon as they start engaging, that's a different story. But right now, all they're doing is they're shooting at the helicopters that are flying around in the area.
Yep.
I'm all about practical.
Missed that one. That one didn't miss.
Nailed it. Jesus. Doing good at taking out the technicals, that's for sure.
Yep. That was a T-72 they worked on there. Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
He went down. Foes, run back to the compound before you get your head shut off.
They put out smoke to run out, right? One thing you can do... No?
Not that I know of. I know that these guys are...
No, but they should, is what I'm saying, right?
Yes, yes.
So what you can do is you go spawn, spawn effect.
How do I get out of it?
How do you get out of what?
Like if I take over someone and I
escape.
Don't want to do it anymore. Just hit escape? Okay.
Yep. So you can go spawn effect, then you can do smoke grenade. They cover the retreat.
Gotcha. Alright, so where is that effect at?
So if you go to spawn, In modules, spawn effect, and then you can choose what you want to spawn. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. That's pretty cool. I know that. Wow, that checkpoint is pretty cool though. It's not practical for everybody just to be in a big ass line like that. I'm just saying, not.
I don't understand what they're doing.
It would push out units to the left and right.
Yeah, you should. This should be like.
Have a foothold here.
Yeah.
It's just the guys in the back. I mean, you want to keep everybody engaged and not bored. I mean, Sabertooth hasn't gotten hardly shit.
Yep.
So, the middle of the pack, what needs to happen is they need to push out and start clearing the other half of the city. There's no well thought out, point A, point B, that type of deal of what they're doing.
Yep.
Like, see, now they're moving the position to, hold 360 or whatever, what have you. It could be pushing out. I don't know. They're in the compound, it looks like. The Jeep's just free driving around. Look at that. Got no gunner though, does he? Oh no, he does have a gunner.
The mount on that motherfucker is so slow, too. Oh my god. So, dudes hold position here. Prepare for assault. Swinging in from the north. Was a counterattack set up, but it appears that somebody moved.
I haven't touched anything, so I don't know what's going on with the movement here. I know they got a bunch of dudes in this fucking town. And there's guys that are still on here that are not on my map.
Yeah, once you have full ZEUS.
Oh, okay.
I'm just moving these guys up because they're having a...
I'm going in.
South and 6, Victor Romeo 690.
Hey, Bobby.
Go for Thousand. Citizens, what is as follows? Currently engaging north side of objective Kansas, pushing the town at this time.
Throcker Bobby, I need you to hear me.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Hey, we have a blown up fuel truck at our service repair pad. Is somebody able to put down a new one so we can refuel our Reaper?
Maybe. I can just refuel it, though. The thing is, it's synced up to a module that allows it to refuel. Let me see. That's the bigger issue.
Way, whatever you need to do.
Yeah, let me see if I can fix it for you. Did it blow up?
I think that was from earlier when Shibble was bringing in the other Reaper, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's completely destroyed. Hang on a sec. I can just... Oh, I'll just refuel it for him. Refueled. There you go. All done.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
User
Boss.
disconnected from your channel.
Hey.
I spawned Hemet. No worries. Alright, so it's 10 now, so for the mission time, it's
I mean, we're gonna let him finish at this point, but
yeah, I mean, like, this is a lot to finish.
yeah, they're there. It's their own. They took like yeah, they're there.
I know they took a lot of time at the OFOB for no reason.
Yep. Ridiculous.
Yeah, you told me. District. Score district.
User joined your channel. User left your channel.
All right, I'm back.
User joined your channel.
Viking Revolver, this is Saracen, 6'9". Viking Romeo, all safeties have been removed on munitions. City's a free fire zone. You can level it if you'd like.
Say again, what the did not copy, safeties removed on mission.
You have free fire. You can shoot whatever you want.
Romeo copy, free fire. Romeo.
Oh shit! Oh god!
What just happened?
I don't know. Gidge just crashed. Thank God there weren't any civilian casualties. Holy fuck! Or not civilian, but fucking infantry casualties off of it. That could have been like 6 dead dudes.
Yeah, dude. That's crazy. Is Wally in that? Yeah, Wally is. They're gonna take back this checkpoint.
Yeah.
Take back the checkpoint. Go.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Go, go, go. Go, motherfuckers. That checkpoint.
Gosler's got his eyes on him. Let's see what happens. Oh, Gosler's down. Oh no.
Gosler, no. Come on, go get the checkpoint. Come on, go get him. They're reacting perfectly. Look at that.
Yeah, they're doing good now.
Outstanding. Alright, cool.
Yeah. That was bracing.
Awesome. Good job, guys.
Yeah, well done. They're breaking up that armor counterattack quite nicely as well. Which is a bummer for me, because I want to fucking roll some armor on these guys. It's okay. That's why we have fixed wing.
For Brad and Moore's team. Mikey's got 360. These guys can't push in right now.
No, we got a lot of combat ineffective happening at the moment.
I am going to go ahead and make these guys move across, attack their position. Go. They're gonna go right now.
Do it right now. Get moving. Make it happen, Cap.
Yes. These guys are going into combat. They're gonna be moving full, standing, and a charge. Oh. Now you fucks.
Ooh! That was danger close.
That was danger close.
I think they just dropped a bomb on this fucking technical right here.
Oh, nice. Glad they secured the crash site though, at least. And they got the dead pilots moving out. That's pretty cool.
Oh, do they?
Like they got the dead pilot right there.
Oh, nice.
Got him, I think. It's awesome.
I'll put some flares on him to make him nervous. That is the sound of freedom, ladies and gentlemen. That is the sound of freedom.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Love that every time I hear it.
User left your channel.
When I do spawn effect, do I click it and it gives me the option or what?
Yeah.
User joined your channel.
Okay, got it.
User left your channel.
And they got a CCP working up over here. Got another one over here. And they're all up. Why are they just sitting there? What is happening?
What they're doing.
I'm gonna pop some flares over the city. That's gonna look cool too.
Hey, I can't take these guys. See if you can move those guys into the position where they need to be.
Which ones?
The guys that are north, they're just standing there. I can't move them. They're not responding to me whatsoever.
In those, the ones in the smoke cloud?
No, just above the smoke cloud, next to the other checkpoint.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I shake them out and try and wake them up by moving them a little bit first. There we go, now they're up and moving. Make hay, son!
Oh, I just had an A10 fly right in my face. The A10 just gave me a photo bomb.
I'm good.
I'm at 20 right now. There are a lot of moving parts right now.
Probably just
User disconnected from your channel.
so far so good tonight, I think.
How are frames out there, John?
Frozen dudes, but
Oh yeah, the frozen dudes are coming from that dynamic fucking... Hey, John? Can you hear me? No, I'm on whisper. Hang on a sec. Hey, John. John?
usually somebody from the air wing comes around and yells at us to get in.
How are frames?
Frames are alright. I want
Better?
an infil though. Is Shadow doing ZEUS tonight?
Dude, them nods. What do we say about them nods, man? Come on now. It is not 2036. It is 2017. You were wearing nods from 2036.
Night vision is a current thing.
Night vision is a current thing. Those aren't.
What did you say, kids?
Do you guys want some infills?
Is Shadow doing ZEUS right now?
Huh?
Alright.
Is Shadow on ZEUS?
Myself and Bobby mostly. I think Shadow might be doing a little bit, but.
So I've been sending server FPS reports to the wrong person. Nice.
What are we at server FPS wise?
We're good. At
Okay.
30 right now. It dips every now and then. I'll
Yeah.
update you after the mission.
Okay, cool.
See ya.
Oh
User
god,
joined
is
your
that a
channel.
helicopter going down?
Another one?
Yeah, Roger, go ahead.
Oh, thank God.
Hey, firm, I've got it.
Oh yeah. Shibble just took it in the face. Every time I hear that, it just makes me so happy. Oh, everybody's up and moving now.
Alright, we're going.
Right. This south side of the city is still. And
Oh my god, how did they live through that helicopter crash?
I don't know. Like.
God damn.
Right, yeah. Air Wing is just tearing them up now.
Yep.
User left your channel.
Good job, Air Wing. Damn, Wally was like, fuck this. You guys want to put all these fucking dickheads in here? I'm just gonna make a crater.
User joined your channel.
Oh, drop.
Huh.
I just got a hard on.
I missed it. What's up?
That was so cool. The Apache flew right by me. Right.
Oh, nice.
I took over like those guys, the 3 guys all the way down south.
Yeah.
Took over one of the guys. I ended up grabbing the RPK or the RPK, and I turned around and just fired a burst at the Apache. He like stopped, turned around, and just lit all 3 of them up. That was so cool.
He's like, wait.
Yeah. No. It just happened just like that. I fired one burst. He kept flying away. I fired another burst, and he just kind of stopped. He's like, "What the fuck?" Turned around and just boom, 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 boom.
God damn.
That was awesome.
Alright, so I'm gonna hop into a dude.
I'm gonna hop in.
Oh, that guy's naked.
Grabbing one of these guys.
Here's your 360, boys.
Yeah, Walrus said fuck no and just jacked me up.
Nice. Yeah, Walrus is pretty good at his job when it comes to murdering people.
Yeah.
Oh, can you hear me right now?
Sure.
Oh, you can? No shit. Okay. So you can hear people while they're in ZEUS. And I just got killed too. On the other hand, there was a moment where I could have killed 2 people, but you know,
Yeah.
that's security
I
for
was
you.
just lobbing grenades. I think they thought.
Oh, I
it was,
love that.
I think it was just they every time I fired a grenade and went boom, I see a whole bunch of lasers come up and it's flashing the helicopter. So they thought it was a helicopter shooting them.
What are you? You're SVD with a rocket launcher. Oh, you look all snipery. I'm gonna play with you. I'm hopping into it, dude. Let's go. Oh, that's right. It's shitty fucking thermals. The light amplificating motherfucking damn Russians, crappy optics of crappiness. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I'm going in.
Target acquired. Russians do anything. Might have shot a Russian. I may have shot a friendly. Ayo! You didn't hear anyone? Of course I wouldn't.
Well done, Walrus. Well done. Got me.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
doing good.
Probably like, you little fucker. He just fucked me up. He came running up behind me and just jacked me up. I think I shot him in the leg. I hope you're having fun.
I hope so.
This would be so much fun. Clearing all the fucking buildings and shit.
Oh yeah.
And we put a lot of troops in the buildings. I kind of try to gear it around like what they did. Is what the fuck's going down?
Oh no, we just shot a rocket.
Oh.
Just fuck that house. And now they're lasing previously dead BTRs and BMP.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. All reinforcements have been used and abused effectively, so. Why is Gosser all by himself? Possibly lost connection.
Lost connection?
They put a bird down over here. Oh shit! Oh, they're doing some CSAR with was their pilot down too? They're just doing some rescue bird work over here. There isn't anything left on the map to use on them, but it would be kind of fucking sweet if a patrol ran up on them. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
No, I wouldn't. They had a huge, long fight here, so
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was a good fucking fight. Something dropping airborne?
God, I hope not. What?
What is that?
What is what? Oh, it might be a Hunt IR.
Icon.
Oh, Hunt IR, definitely.
Oh, okay. Cool.
See, now they're advancing in fucking line across the city.
Mm-hmm.
They could have done that in the woods, and it would have been 100 times more efficient.
People around the back here.
You can run them up on them. Try and get into the...
I think Route 8 and Hill are watching, so I'll run them up.
Yeah. There's this medic over here. Oh shit. Gage shot Hizumi and took him out. Dear freedom. I'm pretty sure there's only 2 contacts left in the whole town.
Yeah, that's... Sounds clear, man.
Yeah.
From that, Viking, after you finish your cleaning, make sure that town is secure, go ahead and call for exfil.
Now, at this point, are they defending the town or are they not?
It is now 10:30. We try to index by 10:30, and so we're into exfil mode at this point. The exfil will do the debrief. And a ton of people on tonight too. Let's see.
I think the checkpoints on the road is a plus. Got them thinking a little bit. I don't know how the recon with the air wing went.
Yeah. Yeah, we're at 51 right now.
Yeah, I'm chilling at 24, but it's probably because I'm in ZEUS. So.
User left your channel.
The biggest thing, I know a lot of people just like to drive shit in between stuff and stuff like that, but like we got to be practical.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, that's the hardest
like
balance, right? Is between like realism and practicality in missions like this. You're balancing, and you're not seeing it, but I'm getting regular server FPS updates now from John that tell me like what our CPU usage is at, what our server frames are at, and so there's a real balance that you have to try and strike between like challenge and playability that you don't, because you have 50 guys on the server, right? You've got air, you've got ground, and then you've got 100 to 200 enemy contacts live at any given point in time. You know, and then you're drawing additional information because somebody's looking through a Pelican into their UAV readout, which causes server drag, and we want all of that stuff to be here. So it's like, how do you balance server performance against challenge, right? And that's the constant fight, constantly trying to figure that out.
Well, I need to get up with you sometime before this deployment, so we can. What time does the op order come out? When is that due?
I'm gonna put out the Warno, probably tomorrow.
Okay.
With the full op board for the full operation, probably Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay.
And then a Frago Friday.
All right. Well, since I have you here right now.
Yeah.
This is what my grand scheme of it was.
Let's wait until the stream's over, because I'm going to share this tonight. Because talking to you and teaching you how to do this has allowed me to talk about a lot of the things I think about when I ZEUS and do mission creation and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
And so I want to share that with the team, but I also don't want to give any of my secrets, or any secrets you might have that are awesome away, right?
I've got an invasion plan that's be fucking tits if we can make it happen.
User left your channel.
So with that, it looks like we're going into the exfil phase. Birds
User
are heading
joined your
back to
channel.
base to get some Chinooks.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was a tough fight. Like they did pretty fucking well.
Yeah, they got their poo pushed in a couple of times too.
User disconnected from your channel.
Yeah, so coming back and grab the Chinooks, hopefully. We got a 5 to 10 minute turnaround time before they're back there. We'll debrief.
Mm.
51 on now. I think we maxed out at 55.
I think it was pretty fun. He is right. Let's get flapjacks.
Fucking Romeo's is his 2006, its name.
I think there was a shit ton of people in that town.
Yeah.
I think Airwing had a good time.
Oh, I hope so. They got to do some real fucking work tonight.
Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know how the bird went down.
Yeah, we lost 2 helos, and I don't know why.
I mean, we didn't put any anti-air out, did we?
There might have been 1 or 2 anti-air teams, just infantry teams out there. But I mean, it could have been a lucky shot with an RPG too, right? Like,
gotcha.
From that, reporting back to Shepard. What one? Shepard 7 is Assassin 6 and 6-9.
6 is Shepard 7, your go for transmit.
I'm relaying the message, Maggie. Shepard, be advised, fucking relaying that they cleared the town at RPG Kansas, and they are now moving south for exfil positions. Okay.
Good copy. Exfil birds are 5 to 10 mics out at this time.
FM Shepard.
There's 7 out.
Was talking to GB.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's practically live with this guy.
Oh really?
Yeah. He was flying the Apache. He was. I was like, "Were you an Apache?" He's like, "Fuck yeah, man."
This is why I love this game. Look at all those dudes.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's the 69th representing right there. That's 3 full sabers. That's awesome.
He said, got to shoot all kinds of shit. I quote, got to shoot all kinds of shit. Got to shoot all kinds of shit with it. It was awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah. No, you're pretty goddamn accurate. He said, was I accurate when I hit you, or just spray and pray? No.
User left your channel.
He nailed me pretty quick. Small victories.
More than 6 is a SARS and
Oh my god, he did crack me up. He's like, was I accurate when I hit you, or just spray and pray? I was like, accurate as fuck. Took me out first burst, second burst, killed the last dude.
Yeah.
Also, you have completed expel once you get your record again back.
Hey, wake up.
I think incorporating the checkpoints is a good idea. I mean, you're right. Practically, they would kind of get a hint that something was coming if their other outposts just got taken the fuck out,
Yeah, absolutely. I thought it went well.
That was pretty cool.
Was the one keeping the pilots alive at the end because they're pretty irritated, so it just fucking healed them. I'm just wondering how they survived
Why are you taking off? You didn't take off. Be the pilot you were meant to be.
Wow, did you see Rob get the
Yes, I did!
Shadow and I were watching it because that squad just... Did you spawn that squad? The squad just spawned right in front of Rob. And he,
I didn't spawn anything until we got down into the southern objective.
I saw a squad spawn. I don't know what happened. The squad just spawned. Rob mowed him down. Then Tesla just mowed down Rob. You want me to go?
Harrison 6, this is Shepard 7.
Go for 7, Shepard.
Be advised, Guinness is off the ground and Oscar Mike to Xville. Guinness is off the ground, Oscar Mike to Xville.
This is Warden 6 on 6-9. How copy?
Hey, Warden 6.
At the airfield, we seem to have a clone of one of our pilots who is going rogue and running to the south of the airfield. I have no idea what's going on. How copy?
That's a solid copy. I'd like to say Arma. Be advised, Arma.
Yeah, I understand that much. Warden 6 out.
The rogue clone has been eliminated.
Yeah, Brock, thanks for letting me set up that last engagement.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Get hands on.
That was pretty legit.
Yeah, thank you for being relay bird there. I love having the command bird up in the sky.
For a second there, Warden, I thought that clone was alien.
Shadow was basically right beneath me.
I did too,
so
actually.
We
It
were just
turns out it
talking
was
back and
Mac.
forth on short range, but we were
Yeah,
listening
it was
to
gonna,
like, what's going on
you know.
on long range.
Yeah.
He's gone
But
rogue!
how does this what is Saracen then?
Saracen is the mission code word.
Yeah, gotta put him down.
What goes through him?
Right now, when Taco's not here and I'm doing this, everything. Whoever is mission lead tends to be a coordinator and intel giver in chief.
He's basically the talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Especially over long distance like this.
If you didn't know what a talk was, it's Tactical Operations Command or Center.
Oh, I did not know that. I thought you were saying TALK, and I'm like, yes, he does a lot of that. I love him, but he does a lot of
the talk, TOC, Tactical Operations Center.
Okay.
Then you have the ALOC, which is the Advanced Logistics Operations Center. Or Command. I can't remember what the C means. It's either Command or Center. TOC is for like small units. It's usually a brigade. You have a brigade TOC, you have a company TOC. If you get into the ALOC, that's for like, I'm sorry, battalion. If you get into the ALOC, that's more so like battalion, brigade, division, stuff like that.
Okay.
I was so happy you had to shoot Wally. He was probably so pissed. It's like, he was sitting there shooting at me. And I just turned around and pulled the trigger like twice. Just hit him in the leg. And he got knocked out and he immediately went back up. Oh, that's funny. There was a group of guys like directly in front of me that were hugging the wall, and they didn't see me. The dude was kind of glitched into the burned out building anyway.
Yeah.
So I crawled underneath the wood platform, stood up, and fired a few rounds over their heads, and they took cover. And the next thing you know, here comes Superman Wally right up behind me. That's fucking hilarious. He's like, "I got you, little fucker." I know that's funny. He was probably cussing my ass out too.
Is Shibble okay? He's kind of rocking back and forth over here.
Who?
Shibble? I'm watching his Guinness, and it seems to... I don't know what's going on. Yeah.
Good stuff.
They're not clear back.
They do it, that's not pushing it out?
They did a couple, I think.
Oh, okay.
Just go actually look down.
Oh god. Yep, he broke it.
As soon as I TB'd, that's all fucked.
How did he break it?
I don't know. Because he backed up too much. I'm gonna poke him. Get everyone of the bird, and I'll repair it. There we go. Okay. Don't do it over side, Mike. Just
whoa, it's not.
Mike with the caps.
And the side chat.
Mike, or the boss.
What the? Shadow, what are you doing?
I'm out of ZEUS.
Oh man, it's too easy to solve the problems. You just spawn there and they like, boom, hill is working.
I'm gonna go sit in my corner next to the tent.
You can stand next to us up here, mission team.
Wait, is this cool where I line up? Like over here?
Yeah. You're gonna line up just to the left of me, or to the right of me.
Yeah.
Left,
yeah.
Fuck. Get the one
Right.
type left here.
Right. Left is infantry command. Right is you an air wing, you big poo. Oh, I need to go left. Yeah.
See? Love you.
Love you. Love you.
If they didn't hold like the 20-30 minutes in the FOB, we just like we should be already finished like 30 minutes less.